gonna cut in with you basically as soon as everybody disembarks, and
Okay.
you can take the ship, sort of up and off and wherever. You guys didn't create a clear plan about how much time this was going to take, or like how long they were going to be in there or anything like that. So you don't have a lot of information / instructions from the rest of the team.
Can you say the instructions again? That
Yeah,
Ratha would
so
know.
they were planning that you would basically keep an eye on the door to the mines, and their thinking was that you would land the ship back in the landing zone, go back up the elevator where you can see the entrance to the mine across that 150 feet of bug infested area. And then they would do some prestidigitation. You'd go back down the elevator, go in the ship, take the ship up above the mine entrance, and then they would try to scrape. This part of the plan was not well designed, so your expression of confusion is well earned and shared as well. At one point, Renee was like, "Oh, getting out, that's for future us to worry about."
Oh my god.
So I'm giving you the sketch that they came up with, but
Okay.
it's entirely possible it's going to require some creativity on Ratha's part.
Okay.
But that was the sketch that as I understand it, and I just rewatched the video. So
Okay. So we're right at where they disembarked, where they're
yes,
off to go to the mine,
yeah,
not
they
searching.
opened the mine door, and they all piled in,
Okay.
and that's the last you saw of them.
Okay. Because they already, this is after they've like searched for people not in the mine, just like
Yes,
in the old tower part.
exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So they want me to leave and go back to where, or do then we just stay there and look at the door, like on the
Yeah,
elevator
so
platform?
that is absolutely plausible alternative solution to this situation. The only problem is if it lasts, if it takes them longer than 4 hours, then you're going to start taking levels of fatigue staying in the helm. But if they're only in there for a half hour, even a few hours, then yeah, you could just hover the ship over it where you can see the mine entrance.
Okay. All right. Well, Ratha will probably express her confusion. And you're like, all right, cool. I got the ship to myself.
You also saw that there are some flying bugs that you think were probably attacking them before they were able to get off the ship. You don't think that they are harrying the ship, but you do see them every now and then through the viewports flying around.
Is it safe? Like where she is, where that platform is, the elevator, if I'm understanding this right.
Uh-huh.
Is it
Yeah, so
enclosed?
the whole complex, it seems like, is protected from the bugs. So when you guys were wandering around the complex, like I said, that you encountered like 2 or 3 of them, and you killed them easily. And now the complex should be totally safe in that regard. Should be cleared out of bugs. So yeah, the landing zone and the whole station is safe. The surface of the asteroid is not.
Okay. And where is the landing zone? Is where the okay? I see. I understand now. They don't want to cross the bug infested zone again, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
that was the other alternative. Was instead of taking the ship above the mine, the other alternative was just to blast through from the safe area to the mine entrance.
Okay.
Like to destroy all the bugs between there and there.
Let me see what.
Um,
When
and
Ratha was watching them take out the bugs, because you said that it was Kita using her like thunder strike
yep.
kind of thing, and who else was helping her? Like
And
how many
then
magic spells were being cast?
and then yeah, Enid and Bellerin were doing their thunder wave as well.
Okay.
So I think there were 4 or 5 thunder waves. And since Ratha is in the spell jamming helm, she doesn't have any spell slots when she comes out of it. It drains those out.
That's right. I don't know how many spell slots they have. Hmm. I probably would stay there because she wants to try to conserve her energy as much as possible. So, like, if the ship is not running, can she like be conserving, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, as long as she's plugged into the helm. The alternative would be, so the problem is right now it's in the air and the gravity field of Zanzivis 9. You could take it out of that gravity well and just like hover in space, and there you could unplug from the helm and just like do whatever. But as long as you need it to be floating and resisting that gravity, you need to be in the helm.
Okay. Can she see the mine fine from above the gravity well?
That's a good question. You probably couldn't see a subtle effect like the things that Bellerin usually does, like the air tracing, with fire. You probably couldn't see that. If they threw open the doors, you could probably see that.
All right, that makes me nervous. I probably would want to stay nearby then with the helm, like on the helm. Yeah, I would say Ratha's probably inclined to stay on the platform, just as long that seems reasonable. Like 30 minutes, she probably would think is too short. Because are they going? Did she know their purpose for going into the mine? Is it just to try to find people?
Yeah, I think it was like, we see a candlelight, maybe there are people in there, let's go check it out.
Gotcha. And I'm guessing the mine takes up like the entire asteroid.
I don't think Enid and Azish communicated anything about the mine to you guys. They showed you the map of the complex, which I can share here again. So this is how the station looks. So this is the landing platform where the ship originally landed. This is living quarters over here. This is the lift that takes you up to the surface. And that's where they were checking out the mine entrance. And then the mine entrance is on the top of the surface, kind of somewhere over here off the screen. So like flying the ship, you're basically hovering over the mine entrance at this point. And from here, you've got a pretty good vantage on the entrance. If you went back to the station, you couldn't see anything from the landing platform. It's just this depression.
Right. Okay.
But if you went back to the landing platform and then went to the lift and then took the lift up, then you would be on the surface and you'd be able to see the mine entrance from there as well.
Okay, I guess what I was asking earlier. So if I'm on the surface, am I still in that area that's like safe?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
If you go up the elevator, you're still in the station. Yeah, like the area that's kind of protected against the bugs.
Okay. And then if I'm flying, I guess still in the gravity well, I'd have to worry about those flying bugs, probably.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, the bugs did not seem to react to the ship. So when you guys came up to the surface on the elevator, the bugs kind of all surged towards you, but then met this kind of barrier and didn't want to go past it. And then when you were on approach to the mine entrance in the ship, you didn't notice any of the bugs. It was only once the rest of the crew went up to the top deck to start heading off that the flying bugs came out. So you surmise that the bugs don't seem particularly interested in the ship.
Okay. Does Ratha remember how long it took to fly like into like it's like the air pocket and to get to the landing? So like if I were to go outside of it to rest and not be on the helm, how long would it take for me to get back down?
It wouldn't take very long. You do remember Falcon was the pilot, and it was a little bit tricky of a landing. Like it's kind of like this shaft down into the asteroid, the landing platform. So it's a little bit tricky for the ship to not like bash against anything. But if you were going to swoop down to the mine entrance, that would be pretty quick. But of course, as soon as you sit in the helm, it'll sap your spell slots again.
Right.
Yeah. But you could rest, yeah, if you wanted to wait for a longer period of time for them.
I don't know how long to wait is the problem. I
I
imagine
mean, you've got a good 4 hours before you need to rest. So.
And then I start. How long does it take to get the fatigue after a certain point?
Really, realistically, the fatigue only sets in like towards the end of that watch. So 3 hours or so.
Okay. So I'd probably be fine. She would probably would want, yeah. Ratha would stay there because I thought about like going up for like an hour to like rest or whatever. Because realistically, it's probably going to take longer than an hour. Might probably take a few hours. Because I'm guessing that Enid and Aegis don't know really how big the mine is.
Right.
But they could see the candle, so I guess there potentially is somebody at the very front. Yeah, I guess she'll probably just stay there on the platform. Is that where she is?
Yeah, she's hovering right now about like 50 feet above the mine entrance.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because she literally just dropped everybody off. Okay.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, she'd probably, I guess, would go back to the platform because she wouldn't want to just keep hovering there.
Okay.
She anticipates it would probably take longer than, like, if it was like 15 minutes, yeah, she would stay there, but she anticipates it'll probably take longer.
Okay, great. Okay, give me a dexterity check to start with.
Just flat dexterity?
Yep.
14.
Okay, great. You managed to bring the ship in. You don't bash against any of the walls, and you settle it down and rest there. Are you going to stay on the ship, like just hang out in your quarters? Are you going to go cruise around the station, or what are you going to do?
Do I know of any areas that they didn't go look at?
You guys didn't spend a lot of time investigating or searching. You pretty much went to the residential area, found that their parents weren't there, discovered that people are their bodies around and about, went to the science research area, and then went pretty quickly to the surface and the mine entrance. So there's not been a thorough search done of the station yet.
How long did it take to search, or like that part that they did?
It probably was a few hours.
What is closest to, I guess, the elevator? Like buildings nearby, did that get thoroughly searched?
Yeah, let's see here.
She wouldn't want to go too far away from the ship if she went off of it.
Right. Yeah, so from the landing platform here, there are these two like kind of staging areas, and then the lift platform here. So most of the thing, so again, there wasn't like a thorough search. There was like a walking around and like there's a body, there's a bug, that kind of thing. There wasn't any active searching that was done yet. So yeah.
Okay. And did they go through, I guess, walk through the distribution center and learning center?
Yes, they walked through all of the corridors and all of the rooms in the station.
Was there anything of note that was I with them or no?
Yes, you were with them.
Okay. Yep. Was there anything of like note that she remembers was nearby that, like, did they look and see how long the bodies have been there?
The first one they did a little bit, but honestly, they were pretty distracted by trying to find their parents, so they didn't spend a ton of time looking at it. They ascertained that it had been there for probably a few months.
Oh wow, okay.
And that it had died of some kind of wound, like a blade or something.
And then the bugs that were dead?
There were a couple live bugs just like cruising around, and Grakiki killed them quickly with an axe, or Azish blasted them with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. How long would it take to get to like the distribution center or learning center?
Not long, like maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. Ratha would probably immediately set the ship down. I'm guessing it probably took like a few minutes to get back to the platform from the mine.
Yes.
Yeah, she would probably hop off. She knows that all the bugs that were in the vicinity are probably destroyed by now. So she would head over to like the distribution center, see if she could figure out like any kind of messages that were coming in and being received, being sent out.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay, great. So if you remember the layout of, where is it? There we go. Of the Whistling Meteor, this is the bridge where you were. So you land the ship, kind of take a sigh of relief, get up, head through this door to exit the Whistling Meteor, and you make it almost to the cargo hold when some bright blossom of pain hits your shoulder, and you look and you've sprouted a crossbow bolt in your shoulder.
What? Okay.
And it delivers 15 plus 3, 18 points of damage.
Ouch.
And you see in the shadows a man, a human male. He's got a breastplate on. He has a little hand crossbow that he just nailed you with. And roll initiative for me.
Oh my god. So then I'm off of the helm. Do I not have spell slots then?
Exactly.
I've not. Okay.
You have cantrips.
Yeah. That is. That's a 7.
Okay. Okay, so this human shoots you from the shadows, and then he stands up and draws a rapier and approaches you to attack with it. And he kind of stumbles on a little piece of crating that you guys have in the cargo hold and lunges and misses you badly. Ratha, your go.
Okay. Do I notice at all what his breastplate does it have a symbol on it?
No, it just seems like it's actually kind of matte black. He's got this black outfit on. It looks like he is designed his outfit to be sneaky.
I guess Ratha will get out her dagger and try to stab him.
All right, roll to hit.
Slash at him, whatever.
Okay.
Great. Basic math. 13.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have a ton of experience with this dagger, so you get it out and try to slash at him. He kind of dodges nimbly aside. It looks like he's a pretty experienced fighter.
Oh, great.
He is going to take a slash at you with his rapier, and he hits. But he does not have advantage, so he's not going to sneak attack. So he's just going to damage for 7 more points of damage.
Rat's gonna die.
Ratha.
Okay, where did you say she was at?
In the cargo hold, just at the entrance to the cargo hold.
Does she see any kind of like weapon or anything else, or like a flamethrower, something she can catch on fire?
You guys, yeah, I mean, you guys have the crate of goods that Kelrith, the Lord of Dust captain, traded with you a little bit ago. That's right near where you guys are because it's a little bit heavy. In that, you know that there was like a jug of some kind of brandy spirit, and some tea and some bread and that kind of thing. That's really in the cargo the only thing that you see nearby.
Okay. Okay. If I what can I do? What is the rules for disengaging?
Yeah, if you disengage, you do not provoke attacks of opportunity.
But then can I move, or does it take your action?
No, then you can also move. The disengage takes your action, but then you all have your movement as well. So you're pretty much right here at the kind of at the door to the galley.
Okay. How far does it take to get off of the ship? How far away am I from?
Oh yeah. So you could disengage and go up the stairs to the top deck. The top deck is the ship is about 10 feet high. So from there you'd have to hop down to get off the ship. The ship's not really well designed for ground landings.
Okay, I'm gonna disengage and run to get to the upper deck.
Okay. Yeah, so you can get there. So you can either get to the top of the stairs and just pitch right off the edge, which will be an acrobatics check or take damage, or you can make it onto the top deck. Oh wait, your speed's 45. I'm sorry. So yeah, you can do that. You can just pitch off the side, or you can make it clear to the other side of the top deck.
How do I safely get down? Is there a way to?
Yeah, safely take down or safely get down. You can do. It's going to take an action to do that.
Okay. Yeah, Ratha will go ahead, and you said I could go ahead and jump off?
Yep.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, great. Give me an acrobatics check.
Let's see, 22.
Ooh, okay, yeah. You bolt up to the top, hurl yourself over the edge, you land in a little roll, and come up to your feet, no problem. This stranger goes, he runs up to the top deck. He is going to follow you. He stumbles badly and boom, falls flat on his back, taking 4 points of damage in the fall. He kind of painfully sits up and levels his hand crossbow at you and shoots. That's a hit for 8 points of damage. Another crossbow bolt stabs you in the leg. You notice that you are extremely fleet of foot. This guy, at least before he took his tumble, is fairly quick, but you think that you're faster.
Okay.
So you're on the landing platform now. Ahead of you, there's a door that leads to the rest of the complex. You guys mess with these doors before. It's like a mechanical contraption, like you press it, and then there's some grinding gears that open the door up.
Okay, yeah, I'll head that way to open up that door.
Okay. You head over there. Object interaction, open the door up. It opens a little bit slowly, but you still can take, if you want to take a dash, you can do that, or you can do something else with your action.
Is he just by the ship?
Yeah, he's just by the ship now.
How far away is he?
So you move your full movement, so he's about 45 away.
Okay. Check and see the range on this. Yeah, I'm just gonna dash to get through further away from the door. Just get through it.
Okay. Okay, so you don't do a spell. You run up, hit the thing, bolt through. So you've now gone through this door here and then turn the corner. So you are quite speedy. Okay, he is. So he just comes into view here at the end of this long corridor. You're about halfway down this corridor, and it is your turn again.
Okay. Ratha's going to go ahead and transform again into that Moor Bounder.
Oh, okay.
Which has 70 feet of speed.
Okay.
Let's see. Also has a long jump up to 40 feet, and its high jump is up to 20 feet. Okay, yeah. She's just trying to get away from this guy, so she's gonna transform into that and then just bolt down the doorway,
Okay.
hopefully getting to one of the other turns.
Is that a bonus action or full action to transform?
Transform, because I am a circle of the moon, is a bonus action.
Ooh, wow. Okay. All right. So you you bonus action transform into this creature and take off. And what's the speed of that thing?
70.
70. So you take your movement and your dash and you take off. Where are you going to head towards generally? So you were there. You're basically right near the lift platform area.
Have we been in the med bay or know what's in there?
You have been in the med bay. Yep, you know what's in there.
Okay. Anything useful? Is there any potions or?
Again, you guys didn't really search anything.
Okay. Did he? I guess. Am I still in his line of sight?
You are not in his line of sight.
Let's see if I can do this. How does the lift platform work?
Normally it's powered by some kind of magical thing. There's a backup mechanical crank that you guys managed to figure out that eventually like kind of took it up. It was slow going, but you know how to make it operate.
Okay, she's gonna run down to the med bay and go
Okay.
in there to see if she
Okay.
can find anything.
Okay, great. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me, you're gonna search the place?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what I retain. Okay, I retain intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, but everything else is replaced. What did you say? What kind of roll?
Investigation.
Okay. 15.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you're searching in your Moorhound form thing?
Yeah.
Okay. How long are you going to spend on that activity? Like how thorough do you want to be?
I probably wouldn't spend a ton of time because I don't know if that guy's behind me. I'm just looking to see if I can find something to heal myself.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, so looking through all this stuff, it looks like there's kind of material for herbalism kit sorts of things, but it doesn't look like there's any potions that have not been taken or broken. There's also a lot of material for like a healing kit and that sort of utility, but nothing that would help you in this moment in a short amount of time.
Okay. Do I know how long it would take to make like a potion out of the stuff that's there, since I can use a herbalism kit?
Yeah, you can use a herbalism kit. Usually it'll take you kind of a day.
Okay. All right. And am I still on my turn?
Yeah, well, I know what he's doing, so you just tell me what you're doing.
Okay. How long is the corridor to the distribution center? Does she like happen to remember if she could get there?
Yeah, I mean it's long, but you know, you're burning speed right now, so you can get there pretty quickly.
All right, she'll go down that corridor towards the distribution center.
Okay.
She wants to try and like circle around.
Okay, great. Okay, you go down that corridor, you make it all the way to the distribution center. Do you want to go through this corridor then?
Yeah, I kind of want to do another search just to see if, like, I don't know if there's any potions or anything on dead bodies or something like that.
Oh,
Anything
sure. In the
helpful?
distribution center? Yeah. Go ahead and give me, actually, we'll let that investigation ride. What was the roll that you had?
15.
15. Okay. Um, in the distribution center, it looks like there's a lot of miscellaneous material. Without casting detect magic or something, it's a little difficult to suss through if there's anything that would be particularly useful here.
Okay. All right, yeah, she'll just keep going. Yeah, probably through that platform. Does she, hold on, before, like, while she's coming up here, does she remember, like, do we have potions, like, on the ship somewhere?
I don't think so. I think all the equipment that you guys have is on your individual persons.
Okay. But you did say something about that chest earlier. Was there anything in that was like a potion or anything? I can't remember.
Not for healing.
Okay,
That was like basic supplies.
Okay. Does she remember if there's any other kind of weapon or anything on the ship?
I don't think you guys really had, like an armory or anything like that. I mean, it's a pretty small ship, and two, everyone just has their weapons on them.
Okay. Yeah, she'll probably circle back around to get towards the ship.
Okay.
But before she enters, she'll try and see like if the guy's nearby.
Okay. Okay. So you go down this corridor through this little staging area, and then here.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna try to like listen through the door before you open it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Is there any way to kind of peek it open?
No, it's like you press a panel and it makes this big clanking sound and the door slides open.
Okay, yeah, I'll just try to listen just to see.
Okay, yeah, give me a perception.
17.
You don't hear anything. It all sounds quite quiet, like a grave.
Doesn't make me feel good because that guy's sneaky. Do I know, like, when I open it, do the doors stay open or do they close back up?
They do close back after a period of time.
Do I know if it closed behind me when both of us left?
Most likely.
Okay. But I didn't hear anything like the door was opening back up or anything. Do I know how long I've been gone?
You probably made it to med bay by the time the door closed.
Okay.
And you wouldn't hear it that far away.
Is there any way I can like open the door but not go through it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. She'll press the mechanism to open back up, but then kind of go back into that other little room to kind of like hide behind the wall to see if the guy comes out or if a crossbow comes out or something.
Got it. Okay, great. So you don't want to look through the door after it opens. You just like press the thing and bolt.
Basically, yeah. I'm just trying to see if the noise will draw him out.
I see. Got it. Okay. Okay. You press the door. You run around to hide. Give me a stealth check.
Okay, I have to look at the beast. Okay, it's the same thing. 16.
Okay. You wait for a moment or two, and you hear the door close. You don't hear or see anyone appear.
Okay. She'll go back and open it again.
Okay.
And then I guess just trying to peek around and see if she notices anything.
Okay. The most obvious thing you notice is that the whistling meteor is not there anymore.
Yeah, great, cool. Let's see. How do I get back up to the surface? Would have to be the lift?
Yeah, exactly, the lift.
Okay. She'll head over to the lift and open it up.
Okay. Before you leave the landing area, you see a something white glimmering on the ground in the middle of the landing bay.
She will go look at it.
Okay. It is a folded up piece of paper.
open it with my mouth and read it. I don't know. Can I still read things? I still have the same intelligence.
Yeah, sure. That seems plausible. Okay, yeah, using your mouth, you open it up. It says, a ship for a tabaxi. Let me know when you're ready to deal. No games, just business.
Does it leave any kind of contact info? Do I have any idea who this is?
No, the script does not seem like someone who had a lot of formal schooling.
Okay. Where the landing platform is, can I see the ship?
I'm trying to think about timeline here. I mean, you're pretty quick in that form. Yeah, I think it's fair to say he probably hasn't lifted off very far. So you do see the ship maybe a few hundred feet above you.
Is there any quick way I can get up there? How, you said a few hundred feet?
Yeah. Not really, because the landing platform is actually built into like the center of this donut type thing. It's a little bit crazy, but this, I don't know if you can see this blue background here.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually like a hole through the center of the asteroid. So this landing platform is kind of surrounded by nothing, basically, except like the doors that go on to the rest of the asteroid. So you can't like easily get to the the wall of the asteroid here and go up it. That would probably be your only play besides going up the lift platform.
Did I notice if there's anything like by the mine that can like shoot stuff? Or like anywhere like in the distribution center that had some kind of giant crossbow? Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know exactly what happened here, but it looks like the station got attacked, and so you're suspicious that any offensive capabilities that it had either weren't in place or have been destroyed.
Okay. I guess she will go up to the platform.
Okay. Okay, and then just wait for the others to contact you.
No, are those bugs still?
Yes.
The flying ones?
So you crank up the platform. You see the whistling meteor. It's not like headed out into space, but it's definitely at the edge of the air envelope here. And yeah, the bugs, as soon as you get to the top of the platform, the bugs surge forward. They're repelled by some kind of barrier. It's not like an invisible wall, like they can press a little bit past it, but they're obviously loath to go closer to the station. And you can see the mine entrance from here, and you see the candle is still lit.
Does it look like the ship is moving out of, like, is he just staying there now, or is he trying to move out of the air pocket?
No, it looks like he's at an altitude and is just hovering.
Okay. Is there any way I can like signal him?
How?
Well, I guess I could try to. How far up does this like protection thing go?
Of the against the bugs?
Yeah.
You're not sure. It's not a wall or anything. It just seems like they're reluctant to come towards the station.
Because I was just thinking about like jumping up a few times in like my cat form to see if that gets his attention.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can do those kinds of things. You don't get any response. You don't see any change.
Okay. could transform back and do like produce flames or something, but that probably wouldn't be the best idea. She's low in health. Could I realistically jump, like get across the 150 feet pretty quickly? Still in
that's a good
form?
question. I mean, you've got this. So what's the movement speed on that thing?
70, so if I dash.
Yeah, so
It's
if you
100.
dash, I mean, you're just going to incur dozens of opportunity attacks.
Okay. Not the best idea. And there's no other way to like jump between them or get between them?
It's about 150 feet you have to clear.
Okay, gotcha. I was trying to think if they're like rocks or something she can like.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, there are like the surface of the asteroid is irregular and everything. And as a general rule, the bugs don't go on top of the rocks as often as they kind of go around them. So you could certainly try to jump onto some rocks. What's your strength in this shape?
18.
And does it have any movement, any like jumping movement or anything like that?
Yeah, I have a standing leap. The Moonrider's long jump is 40 feet and its high jump is up to 20 feet with or without a running start.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So you could realistically bound and hit kind of the tops of a few rocks where not that there are no bugs, but there are fewer bugs, and probably make it there more or less in a dash action. You'd incur a few opportunity attacks, and then you do know two things about the door. One is there was a discussion about unlocking it, and Falcon was going to have to be in charge of unlocking it. So you have no idea if they left it unlocked or if it automatically locks. And two, you did see them struggle to open the door. It took Grikiki to actually pull the thing open because it looked quite heavy. But with your 18 strength, if you're able to like, get your mouth around the thing and open it, that might work. But you're not sure about the locking mechanism.
And when you're on the other side, that like protection is gone, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So as soon as you go past whatever is preventing the bugs from getting to the station, they swarm you. So you wouldn't. So basically by the time you get to the door, they're going to be swarming you, and if you don't get it open, it's bad.
Okay, she's not gonna do that. She will try to find whatever she can in any of those buildings that will allow her to send some kind of signal that way.
Okay, great. Are you going to go back to Ratha form?
She'll probably stay in this just to easily move around.
Okay.
If she finds something that like, oh, I need to like have opposable thumbs, like whatever.
Yeah. Okay. You I guess you have intelligence, right? And you can use Arcana,
Yes.
so you can discern stuff. Okay. I will give you actually, why don't we see how long? Well, so you're looking for, okay. Are you going to go back and check periodically to see if they're trying to communicate with you, or are you just going to spend time searching the station?
I would go back and forth, especially if I'm like just going to stay in this form. I can move around quickly.
Yeah.
And I would just like go back and forth and check every once in a while.
Okay, great. I think we'll do the next game then to see how long they stay in the mine, and that'll dictate what you are able to dig up.
Okay. And of course, periodically checking on the ship, and if I come up with some brilliant idea, or I find something to like spearhead it, I
don't know. Okay, you do notice the ship is mostly staying where it is.
Okay. Everybody's gonna be so mad at me. I was almost dead. I got down to like 6 HP, and I was like,
that's pretty incredible. Okay, cool. Thanks for playing through that with me.
Okay.
And yeah, that did not end the way I anticipated. So, I'm glad that we played that out.
The ship in the enemy's hands?
Yeah, not exactly plan A.
Just making it more difficult for folks.
Awesome. Okay, I'll see you on Sunday.
Yep. See you then. Bye.
Okay, bye.